Is the only statewide ceremony in the nation that brings together all segments of the public safety community, and it's held on the first Friday in May every year.
It is also an opportunity for the public to show their appreciation for those who risk their lives every day to protect the citizens of Maryland.
We have Lieutenant Amy Wolfe from Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service, who's been involved with the ceremony since 2009. This year, she will be the national anthem singer. Good morning, Lieutenant.
How are you guys?
We are doing good. Yes.
Thank you so much for coming in and sharing your story with us.
Thank you for having me.
For those of us people watching who aren't familiar, can you just briefly explain what Fallen Heroes Day is and your experience with it?
Fallen Heroes Day is a wonderful opportunity for the public and the community to honor those who've given their lives in the line of duty. It's quite frankly a very humbling experience to be a part of. And it's just a way to show the families that we recognize the sacrifice, we honor their sacrifice to both the community and the nation.
And you have a different role this year, a little additional responsibility. Tell us about it.
I do. So I've been singing most of my life, and I was so humbled and honored to be asked this year to do the event. And I've been giving back to the event for years in the capacity of the Honor Guard with Montgomery County Fire and Rescue, and also with the Fire Brigade Pipes and Drums of Greater Baltimore as a drummer in the band. So I've done the event many times, but singing this year seemed really cool and very special for me.
So you're doing the national anthem.
I am, honoring this great nation and the sacrifice that they've made.
Wonderful. So special. Tell us about your experience with the department. What got you into the line of service?
So I can honestly tell you that I know for me, I felt truly called, purpose, and intended to do what I did every day. I felt so blessed to be able to do that and know with certainty that it was a calling. I got involved very young. I volunteered for about 8 years before I was actually hired by Montgomery County. And I served for 24 years. I recently retired in February of 25.
Thank you for everything that you've done for our community.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now, we understand that this year, of course, we know that many of the fallen firefighters in the line of duty, but also there's some occupational concerns that have also taken its toll on some of them. Tell us about that.
So I personally am a 2-time cancer survivor from occupational cancer in the fire service. There's over 250 carcinogens that we're exposed to in any given structure fire. And we have, I don't want to say recently, but within the last decade, really been made aware of just how dangerous the job is, not just in going in and to a burning room or a burning building, but also recognizing that particulates that we're exposed to and off-gassing from those byproducts of combustion have really started to kill us in our homes. And I'm fortunate, you know, I've fought 2 different forms that were completely unrelated, but 1 in 4 firefighters is going to come down with cancer, and of that, a very large majority will have multiple forms of unrelated cancer due to the exposure.
Really?
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's just alarming to hear and to know firsthand experience from you. Just goes to show how common and often it is. So what are you doing? Obviously, raising awareness is the most important thing.
Absolutely.
What are you doing now to make sure everybody else knows and continuing to press lawmakers?
So in 2013, when the white paper came out with the preliminary results of the NIH study, I went to my leadership and said, we need to educate. We need to figure out how to do it different. And so I've worked for over a decade educating, bringing awareness, and advocating for change. In my own department, I was one of the first to put a decon bucket on our engine companies, and now every single engine company in our department has them. And so practices have changed. We have respiratory policies in place to protect us during overhaul. The departments are recognizing that there's an issue and making change. The biggest thing we're fighting now is accountability. So helping us and being with us when we're sick, recognizing that presumption law exists for a reason, and not fighting us on those claims. A lot of times, and a lot of departments like to deny claims, even if they're in the presumption law, and we're fighting to have those claims recognized off the cuff because we deserve it. When we get sick, we don't need to be worried about whether or not we're going to be covered.
Right. So, 41st year for this event. A lot of folks in Delaney and in Towson will know it when it happens because you'll see the trucks with the ladders and they're draped and they may have a flag draped and you'll see it lining the highways. It's a beautiful ceremony to see. But how can folks, if they want to see it, they want to witness, they want to take their time to pay tribute, how can they be involved?
I mean, they can come to the event. Certainly, it's open to the public. It's also going to be taped, so they can watch it after the fact. You know, with the event specifically, I would say those are the two main ways to do it. But if you want to honor someone and you recognize a department that has had a loss that was honored this year, you're welcome to stop by the station and speak to the brothers and sisters there and thank them for their service and for recognizing their fallen.
Lieutenant
Wonderful
Amy
personal
Wolfe,
way to do
yes.
it.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah. Where can people go for information? We see DelaneyValley.com.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Lieutenant, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you
And
for having me.
best wishes with singing the national anthem.
I hope to do you proud. Thank you so much.
Certainly, we know you